inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio's Backstage Hall Pass, a showcase of homegrown talent, mixing independent music with personal interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at our music community. Backstage Hall Pass is your front row center seat to some great conversation with the area's most talented artists. Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, or R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the program. Give me a minute here. I'm trying to get some things up and running if we can. There we go. I think we're there now. All right. Seeing that we're notified that we are live here on a Top 5 Tuesday. Good to have you with us. Hi, Glenn. Thanks for checking in today. What's shaking, man? Anything? Tell me what's going on out there, people. Let me know how y'all are. Want to hear from you today as I'm getting my list up on the screen here. Oh my. Yes. What's shaking today, people? Crescendo, how are you? Good to have you with us. Good to have you here today on the program. Hey, yesterday's show did very well. Thank you all for the shares. I appreciate that. And as we recapped our minimal weekend of music, but man, did we have some people post on our page about who they saw over the weekend. It was a great weekend of music here in the tri-state area for sure. And lots and lots of people. Yes, I'm getting there. Hi, Marie. Thanks for being here. Jim Kilroy has joined the party. That's awesome sauce. All right. Now I'm struggling to find my list here I had up on the screen, and it has gone away. So give me just a moment and I'll bring it back up here. Crazy stuff. There we go. All right, we're in. All right. So what's going on, people? You ready for a little Top 5 Tuesday? I hope so. And want to mention too, now that we're getting out of the summer season and there's less outdoor festivals, events, and such happening, don't forget all those indoor venues that you love music over the winter time with, and get out and support them in the fall here. I know the evenings are nice and those kind of things, but they need your support. So get out and visit a lot of these venues that bring you some of this great live local music. So welcome to Hall Around Town Radio, guys, your number one source for live local music, news, bands, venues, and more in the tri-state. And we are here today saying hi to some folks. So a little slow getting started. I didn't get a notification. I had to go to the Book of Face to find it. I hope I saw the YouTube one popped up. So it's working properly. Yeah. Sharon in the house. How you doing, Sharon? Marie is here. All right. Hey, make a comment if you're out there, guys. Love to hear from you. Carolyn just joined us. Tammy is here as well. And anybody else? Let's see who else we got jumping in there today. So today, we're going to take a trip back in time on Top 5 Tuesday. And we're going to talk about, let's chat a little bit about your favorite songs by the group called Journey. Today is the top Journey songs of all time. So we're looking for your favorite Journey songs today in Top 5 Tuesday. Throw it in there if you want to chat about it. Hello, Carrie. Group. Hello, group. Carrie always says hi, group. Carolyn, what's going on with you? Good to see you on here. And your smiling face. All right. Oh, happy Tuesday to you too. Yes, sir. Happy Tuesday. I'm still dragging a little bit from this trip we took this weekend. It was fun, but man, we were on the run the whole time. Did get a little bit of a day off yesterday, and then today working on trivia stuff. Mr. Burroughs tonight at 7:00, and then Heather's tomorrow at 7 on the patio. Rain or shine. They're saying it might rain a little bit tomorrow evening, so why wouldn't it? It's Wednesday. It happens. But yeah, man, we are not getting notifications out today. We are running slim pickings here on the live side. But let's see. Crescendo says he would pick Don't Stop Believin' because of the piano intro. Of course you would. Of course you would. But that's all right. I would agree with you. That's a good one. I'll throw that one in my list for sure. But we're going to talk about the top Journey songs of all time today, and type them in if you can. Drop them in the comments. If you're driving, don't do that. Just speech to text. That's how you can do that. Bobby Sherman, how are you? From Missing November. Thanks for being with us today. Yeah, so I'm getting a few things set up for the show here, but we'll get out there and talk about it in just a minute. Separate Ways is Bobby's favorite. There you go. That's a good one. Journey has so many songs. It's like the day we did Prince. I mean, you can't really narrow it down to a top 5, but we're going to try today. I'm going to try to give you a list of what I feel is my top 5. And you can tell me if I'm right, wrong, or indifferent. But there are some good ones. And, you know, Steve Perry doing something on his own now. He's out there he's recorded an album and that kind of thing. So that's interesting. But what do you think of Journey with the new singer? Anybody seen him? I don't know. Glenn, where'd you go? I'm waiting on yours. Are you driving? He must be driving, maybe. I don't know, but Crescendo had a good one there, and so did Bobby. And what's up? Sharon says she'd love to go to Hawaii someday. Well, I haven't been to Hawaii either, but I'd love to go there. Love to go there. Anyway, you wanted getting a vote from Kara today on the show. Thank you for that. And we did not get sent out as a notification that I saw on the Book of Face. So we're going to see if anybody joins us today. Josh Morgan is in the house talking about your favorite Journey songs here on Top 5 Tuesday today. As we take a little breather and just sit back and relax and chat about Journey for just a minute. So what are y'all thinking? Journey, an awesome group. Absolutely. You know, really, honestly, you can pick a whole lot of these. And Kara said no notification for her either. Yep, absolutely. That's what's happening. Josh Morgan, how are you? They've probably slowed us down again for something. They sent me another message the other. Every time I play my intro music, we get a zinger that comes at me that says, you're violating the music rights that Meta does not have now. We'll call them Meta, as they like to call themselves. Meta does not have rights to playing music in these countries, blah, 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 blah. And then they put a little orange flag on your profile that says you've been a bad boy. And that's where you've been flagged for violating their policies or procedures. So they really don't want you to play music. They must be anti-music. That's all I can think of. What's going on? Stone in Love, feeling that way. Yeah. I love the old Journey, the Neil Sean stuff and all that good stuff there. Loving, touching, squeezing, and open arms. Getting another vote from Kara. What's going on, Josh? You doing all right? So if you're out there, guys, and there's not many of you, just throw them in there, and I'll get right to my list in just a minute. You know, Journey were undoubtedly back in the day ahead of their time when it came to PR and, you know, getting their name out there and all that. And then MTV absolutely blew them away. I mean, MTV made them superstars. Sharon says they suck. Thanks, Sharon. Well, you know, you better be careful. I think your boy Kevin McCoy sings a Journey song or two occasionally. I've heard it. Faithfully getting a vote from Glenn. That must be at a traffic light. All right, Sharon. There. I think you're talking about the Book of Face. Thank you. There will always be music. All right. I thought maybe you were talking about Journey, but now I know you're talking about the Book of Face. Yes. Yes, Bobby says that's when MTV was good. Well, yeah, that was before, you know, you had video killed the radio star, and then you had Snooki killed the video stars. And that's the way I look at it, because when MTV went that route, it just took a nosedive for me. It did. And we could do a whole show on that one. Yes. Josh is enjoying the weather. Eliza and basketball. We love Eliza. We do. Book of Face. Thank you. Bobby Sherman says truth. Yes. Amen to that. Carolyn said, yeah, I loved MTV. I mean, when I was growing up, MTV was the cool thing to watch. I mean, you get home from school to see the new video release or whatever, you know, that they were doing, or stay up late to watch it when they were premiering somebody and a video and those kind of things. And it was a lot of hype, and you knew all the VJs, and they were superstars at that time. And now they're all on XM radio. Like you can listen to 80s on 8 and hear Alan Hunter, Nita Blackwood, Mark Goodman, all there. Occasionally Martha Quinn, not very often. I think she's just a guest once in a while. I don't know if she has her own show or not. And yeah. And she said at a festival in Kentucky needed some auto-tune. Well, there you go. I see that. Yes, classic MTV is where it's at. Glenn is throwing in the song Lights. Thank you, Glenn, for that. And Mrs. Hall around town, a little under the weather. She's had a bit of a head cold for the last 2 days, and I was closed up in a rental car with her and on an airplane with her. So if I don't get it, it'll be a miracle. Miracle, it will. Miracle, like America, but a miracle. Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Hello. How are you, Jim McCarthy? Good to have you with us. All right. So let's go. You know, Journey has really had an interesting blend of guitar driven hard rock and vocals and such, and vocal oriented pop music, as it was known back in the day. It's endured a test of time across the decades. I mean, my God, when you play Don't Stop Believing today, even the kids sing along with it at the karaoke bar and those kind of things, or somebody gets up there. So it's interesting. It's interesting. And Bobby said Casey Kasem. Yes. Top 40 countdown. I listen to that on XM as well. That's fun to listen to when they do those, from the week of this, 25th week of 1985 or something. That's always wild. So as I start rolling down my list, the early Journey stuff was almost known as prog rock, the progressive fusion type music. But Journey's best work, obviously, was when they rolled into MTV and became that video band, as they were known, because they made some great videos. Steve Perry, wasn't necessarily the poster boy for good-looking frontmen, but he had a voice, and he could sing like a bird. He could. And Carrie wants to know how many drummers they had. I don't know. Would my producer, Jim McCarthy, look up how many drummers that Journey had? I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. All right, number 10. We're going back to 1979 on number 10 on my list today, and it's going to be Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin'. That was said earlier. It was. And wow. They drew inspiration for this song, I'm told, by one of their biggest influencers, who was Sam Cooke at the time. And yeah. Journey's fifth album, 1979, man. And soulful. Neil Schon was in on that as well. There's so much about Journey that's so cool that really, if you go back and do their history, is neat. I don't know a lot of it, though. I know some of it from the 80s and that era. But I don't know, Carrie, how many drummers they had. So anybody that knows out there, throw it up there. And we'll see what you have to say about it. And, Steve Perry, sang lead on that, Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin', but he just really was influenced by so many people. It was Journey's first top 20 hit, reaching number 16. It was, according to my list here. Stone in Love was number 9 on the list, and from Journey's 7th studio album. And had a newcomer to the band, Jonathan Cain, who was keyboardist who wrote the song with Perry and Sean. So there you have that little tidbit of information. And yes, Randy Jackson did play bass for Journey at one point. He did. Jim McCarthy looked it up. My producer, Jim, thank you for that, buddy. 5 drummers in the history of Journey. So there, we're learning things today, people. We're learning things on Top 5 Tuesday. We are. Stone in Love at number 9 for me. Heavy riffing, guitar riffing in that, blazing solos, and undeniable Steve Perry vocals. Absolutely. It was a rock radio staple. So that was at number 9. I think Glenn said it earlier. Lights, one of my favorite Journey songs as well. It's at number 8. 8 Lights from Infinity in 1978. 1978 on that one. Another rock radio staple, Lights, and junior high dance staple. Yes. Now, one that you still hear today, and a lot of people love to sing it. Yes, a lot of people love to sing it. And I've heard some wonderful versions of this at the Bell and the Bear Jam night, and that is Separate Ways. And Mr. Jim Quest on keyboard on that one absolutely smokes that one as a cover. That's from Frontiers in 1983. That's when they jumped into the MTV world there heavily. And Separate Ways was one of their bigger ones. What do we got here? Thank you, Rob, for that. Journey never had a number 1 hit. A little tidbit of info for you right there as well. Hi, Skip. How are you? From Liars for Hire. Hey, you're checking in, though. Bobby Sherman, how are you? Again, he says yes. Yes, Jim says the singer from the Philippines is great. Jim, I'm going to disagree with you. I am not a fan. I'm just going to say that. I know a lot of people love him. Arnell, they love him. But, well, all I'm going to say is I always compare David Lee Roth to Sammy Hagar. And there's no comparison with Arnell singing Journey songs. I really feel like Arnell is a karaoke singer. I get mutilated for saying that probably. He's good, but he's not the Journey I want to see. And I'm just going to throw that out there. A lot of people love him. They do. Glenn throwing in Wheel in the Sky. That's a great one. Separate Ways. Great song, horrible video. Yeah, but, all the videos back then were a little cheesy. I mean, my God. Did you ever watch Aldo Nova's Fantasy? That was cheesy. Video killed the radio star. Cheesy. Yeah, he has the high pitch. I agree. He can do those things. But I've seen him numerous times, and people catch people at a bad night and those kind of things. But a lot of videos of him being off key in a kind of a train wreck live in concert, and you see the reviews for the concert in that way. So maybe he just struggles vocally at times. I don't know. Thank you. I hope is that Izel? Izel, thank you. I appreciate you very much for those words of encouragement. And today we're just talking Top 5 Tuesday, guys. Just a fun day on Tuesday where we chat a little bit and we come up with a list of songs. And Sharon says Kevin McCoy sings Journey songs. And absolutely, yeah. My favorite Kevin McCoy cover song of all time is Elvin Bishop's Fooled Around and Fell in Love, though. That's a great one. Great song to begin with, and Kevin McCoy gives it his own flair. So at number 7 today, Separate Ways from 1983. From 1978, I'm going to give Feeling That Way the number 6 spot today. Hi, Steve. We're talking about your favorite Journey songs today. Drop one in the comments, if you will. Absolutely. Sharon says yes. Yeah, we love that one. For sure, for sure. Feeling That Way from 1978. It was initially an instrumental. It was titled Velvet Curtain. And written by Greg Roll back in the day. And became, threw some lyrics in there. And they added words and retitled it Please Let Me Stay. And that wasn't until Steve Perry joined Journey, wrote some additional material. The band recorded the track. He and Roll shared the lead vocal duties on the song, which is almost always paired with Any Time, both on the radio and in concert. So there's your tidbit of info on Feeling That Way. Yes. I'm seeing some more comments going in there. Mother, Father. I thought you called me something else. My eyes weren't working there for a minute. It's like, Carrie, thanks, man. Call me an MFer here. I don't know. All right. Sharon loves all the songs, Kevin. You just love Kevin McCoy and his hair and the fact that he smells like patchouli. I'm just saying. All right, that was the number 6 song today, Feeling That Way from 1978. So let's get to the top 5. Who's ready? First of all, throw in your comment on which Journey song you love the best, and we'll get to that. I think Glenn said this one a minute ago, but I'm going to give the number 5 spot. We're into the top 5 now. Yes, the number 5, Wheel in the Sky from Infinity, 1978. Wheel in the Sky. Started out as a poem titled Wheels in My Mind. It did. And yeah, wow. What a great tune. Wheel in the Sky. How about that one? Rob's saying Lights. He's throwing that one in there. Getting the vote for that one. And that one was earlier on our list, I think. Was that on the list yet? Hold on. Yeah, number 8. I'm sorry. I had to go back and look at what number it was. Wheel in the Sky. Bobby says good one on that one. That's number 5 for you today. My number 4 song. I mean, anybody that was an 80s person or 80s child and went to their school dances, school dances, danced to Open Arms. Even into the 90s, they were still playing that kind of thing. So, yeah. Yes. So there. And what's interesting, that melody idea for Open Arms was pitched when Kane was a member of the Babies with John Waite. And John Waite shot it down as too sentimental. John, what were you thinking? Became a mega hit for Journey. It held the number 2 spot in the Billboard chart for 6 consecutive weeks, but never made it to number 1. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Journey. Yes. What else we got here? Yes, someone said patchouli. They did. Kevin McCoy smells like it. He does. Ashley Dunbar played for Zappa. Thank you, Roger, for that one. Stone in Love getting a vote from Steve as well. Yes. Yes, his White Sox anthem during their World Series year 2005, Don't Stop. It's everybody's anthem, too. All right, number 4 was Open Arms, 1981. Let's get to the number 3 song. I'm going to give that to Any Way You Want It, 1980 from Departure, the album. Co-written by Perry and Sean. Heavily influenced by Thin Lizzy, by the way. Frontman Phil Lynott, who was sharing a rhyme scheme exercise with the two backstage while the bands were touring together. How about that? Things you don't know. Yes. So there. How about that one? Number 3. Any Way You Want It in our Journey countdown today. And of course, you know, Steve Perry always was referred to in the 80s as the high octane voice. If you're familiar with Gasoline, high octane was the top level powerful voice. And a lot of people said that about him. All right. Final chance to comment out here, guys, before we check out of here. That was the number 3 song on our list today on the Journey list. Number 2. How about this one? The best love song of them all. The best love song from Journey of them all. Even Open Arms gets surpassed by this one. From 1983, the Frontiers album. We're going to give it to Faithfully. Faithfully at number 2. Pretty piano based on that one. Crescendo, you ought to like that one for sure. Okay. Landed it, struck such a chord with Journey fans, it landed at number 12 in its beginning on the Billboard chart. And it's gone to become one of their most recognizable hits and enduring songs. Ironically, the song far outlasted the marriage it was written to commemorate, which ended in divorce in 1987. Sadly. That was Kane's divorce, by the way. So what do you think number one's going to be? Do I even need to say it? I mean, I don't need to say it today. We're talking about Journey songs. So the number one Journey song on my list, and the most overplayed song at karaoke almost, next to Picture by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow, and a few others we talked about on a show one day. But it not only tops the list of the top 10 Journey songs, okay, it came in a poll, Rolling Stone poll, as number 13 overall of the top 100 classic rock songs of all time. And gosh, it's the best-selling catalog track of the digital music era, having sold 5 million digital tracks. Written by Kane, Perry, and Sean, the song's multi-generational attraction lies partly in its inspirational message and partly in its arrangement, which appeals equally to fans of hard rock and vocal-oriented pop. There's the review on it. Journey, Don't Stop Believing. What do you think? You like that one? Somebody tell me if you like that one. You're bound to. I got to hear from you, though. Got to hear from you somewhere out there. There's how it sounds. Everybody knows it in one note. I can't play it very long. I'll get shut down. But there it is. You know, who isn't a small town girl after you've had 7 PBRs and you stand up to sing karaoke? You know, everybody is just a small town girl. All right, let's recap it again today. At number 5, Wheel in the Sky. At number 4, Open Arms. At number 3, Any Way You Want It. The number 2 song for me with Journey, number 2 song, Faithfully. And our number 1 Journey song of all time, who wouldn't say it? Don't Stop Believin'. And that's it for today's Top 5 Tuesday, everybody. I'm heading down to Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Mr. Burroughs Tavern. To do a little quiz-tastic trivia tonight where I'm your host with the most. Love to see you there at 7 p.m. Stop in. Enjoy the fun. If you're not coming to see me tonight, there's a lot going on out there. Plenty of music on a Tuesday night all over the tri-state. So check out your favorite venue, see what they got. And tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll check in with you tomorrow. And may do something fun tomorrow on whatever Wednesday. We don't have a band for tomorrow, so lined up for tomorrow, but we do for the following week. And then don't forget, too, is coming up, Stephanie Maples of Don't Tell Steve is going to join me as we promo her big Halloween event that's going on at Pullman Lane, Scott's Bar and Grill. That's going to be coming your way, too, so watch for that interview and show. And working right now on getting Britt Lightning from Vixen, who's going to join me on a show one day, and we're going to have the chance to talk with her and get a little inside track to her life of music as well. So thanks for watching today, guys. Had a great time with you here. We'll see you next time at All Around Town Radio. Until then, support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. I'm Scott All, your host, saying bye-bye, everybody. See you next time.